Thank you, Senator Cardin, and thank you, Senator McCain, and all of my colleagues here for the leadership on this legislation. The facts are very clear if we look at the report that has been issued about Russian interference in American elections. So now it's time to act. And I think it's important to note that this legislation is bipartisan, as you can see, by looking at us and looking at the co-sponsors. And it's in response to what we have learned is a deliberate strategy by an authoritarian regime in Moscow, led by Vladimir Putin, to undermine elections, just as they have used fake news, as they have used their military power in Syria and Georgia and Ukraine, as they have used economic support for nations. They are using hacking and other ways to disrupt elections in Western democracies as a strategy to break apart the Euro-Atlantic coalition and to improve their power as to really revert back to what Putin would like to see, which is a renewed Soviet Union. So as we look at our response, it's important for us to take action, as my colleagues have said, to take action in a way that it's very clear to Vladimir Putin, to the Russians, and to the rest of the world that this is action that will not be tolerated. We are going to take a stand. We are going to make sure that Russia feels the reaction to what they have done and that we will not allow this to go unanswered. So I'm delighted to see this legislation. I hope we can move it forward as quickly as possible and Congress can show Russia and the rest of the world that this will not be tolerated.